You know what the most expensive thing in the outdoor power equipment world is? It is not a commercial zero-turn with a 60-inch deck and a Kawasaki engine. It is trust. Because when you trust a brand name without questioning what is actually built inside that machine, you will pay a premium for it every single time. And the brands that have figured that out are collecting that premium off your hard work right now. I grew up being taught that the land tells you the truth even when people will not. And the truth about certain zero-turn mower brands in 2026 is that the gap between what they charge and what they deliver has gotten wide enough to drive a truck through. I have pulled the specs, the transmission class ratings, the deck construction data, and the real-world warranty experiences of verified owners. And what I put together in this video is the kind of information that dealerships spend a lot of money making sure you never see laid out side by side. So stay all the way through because the last brand on this list is the one nobody will see coming, and it might already be sitting in your garage right now. Let us get into it. Let me tell you something my grandfather taught me a long time ago. He said, "Never pay for a name when the work is what matters." And nowhere in the outdoor power equipment world does that lesson hit harder than right here, right now, with John Deere zero-turn mowers in 2026. That green paint and that yellow Deere, they are not cutting your grass. The machine underneath is. And when you strip that paint away and look at what you are actually buying for that money, the numbers will make your stomach turn. Here is what John Deere is selling you. The Z300 series starts at $3,199 and runs to over $4,100. You get a 20 to 24 horsepower V-twin engine, a 42 to 54-inch axle deep 10-gauge steel deck, a hydrostatic transmission, speeds up to 7 miles per hour, and an 18 or 20-inch seat. The warranty on the Z300 is 3 years or 200 hours, whichever comes first. 200 hours? On a residential mower that costs over $3,000. That should tell you everything right there. Step up to the Z500 series and now you are spending $4,899 to $6,799 for 25 horsepower, 48 to 60-inch deck options, 9 miles per hour top speed, and a 4.5-gallon fuel tank with a Comfort Glide suspension seat. The Z500 carries a 4-year or 500-hour warranty. The Z700 series pushes past $7,000 for 10 miles per hour and an 8-gallon tank. Every single step up the ladder costs you $500 to $1,000 more for features that competing brands are putting on machines that cost significantly less. Now here is where the real robbery happens. At $5,000 to $7,000, you can walk over to a Hustler Fast Track SDX, a Gravely Pro Turn, or a Ferris and get Hydro Gear ZT3400 transmissions, 10-gauge fabricated decks, commercial Kawasaki FX series engines with remote canister air filtration, suspension seats, and 4-year or 1,000-hour warranties, all for the same money or less. John Deere's Z500 runs a Hydro Gear EZT transmission on its entry models, the same transaxle class found on machines priced $2,000 less at other brands. You are paying the John Deere premium on top of components that the competition is delivering at lower prices without the premium badge tax. And that badge tax is real. Dealer markup on John Deere residential zero-turns is well documented. The brand commands a price floor that has nothing to do with what the steel, the engine, or the transmission inside that machine actually costs to produce. You are paying for the name, the network, the marketing, and the color green. Now, to be straight, John Deere does not make a bad machine. The Axle Deep Deck cuts clean. The Kawasaki and Briggs engines they use are reliable. The dealer network is massive, and parts availability is excellent. If you need dealer support in a rural area, John Deere wins that argument outright. Resale value is also genuinely stronger on a John Deere than on most competitors. The green paint holds its price on the used market in a way that not every brand can match. But here is the honest truth. You are paying a 15 to 20% brand premium on every single John Deere residential zero-turn compared to machines with equal or stronger specs from Hustler, Gravely, Ferris, and Skag. That premium buys you a name, a dealer, and strong resale, not stronger steel, not a better engine, and not a more durable transmission. If you are mowing your own property and you want the best machine for the money, the green paint is costing you hundreds of dollars you did not have to spend. The land does not know what color your mower is, only your wallet does. Walk into any Lowe's, any Tractor Supply, any outdoor power equipment dealer in this country, and you will find a Husqvarna zero-turn sitting right out front with a price tag that looks almost reasonable, until you start comparing what is actually inside that machine to what competing brands are selling at the same money. That is when the picture gets uncomfortable. Because Husqvarna is one of the most recognized names in outdoor power equipment, and that recognition is costing you real dollars every single time you buy one without doing your homework first. Here is what Husqvarna is selling you in 2026. The Z200 series is their residential lineup, the machines most homeowners buy. The Z242F runs a 21.5 horsepower Kawasaki FR Series 5 twin on a 42-inch clear-cut, fabricated 10-gauge steel deck with dual hydrostatic transmission and a spring-assisted deck lift. The Z248F steps up to 21.5 horsepower on a 48-inch deck with the same 10-gauge fabricated construction, 6.5 miles per hour max speed, and a 15-inch seat. The Z254F brings 23 to 24 horsepower and a 54-inch clear-cut deck, air induction mowing technology, patent-pending auto park brake, removable footplate for deck access, and an integrated front bumper round out the features. These machines retail from $2,800 on the low end up to $3,800 for the Z254F Special Edition. The Z400 Commercial Series pushes into $6,000 to $9,000 territory. Now, here is where the honest accounting starts. At $3,500 to $3,800 for a 54-inch residential zero-turn with a 10-gauge deck and a standard dual hydrostatic transmission, Husqvarna is asking you to pay a brand recognition premium over machines like the Hustler Fast Track, the Gravely Zoom, and the Bad Boy ZT Elite, all of which deliver equal or heavier deck construction, stronger transmission options, and in several cases longer warranty coverage at the same price point or less. The Z200 series warranty is 3 years residential use. The Hustler Fast Track SDX backs its machine with 4 years or 1,000 hours on comparable money. That difference is not a small thing when you are spending $3,000 on a piece of equipment. The 15-inch seat on the standard Z200 models draws consistent criticism from real owners for being undersized and uncomfortable on longer mowing sessions, something that competing brands at this price tier have addressed with larger cut-and-sewn seat standard. The transmission on base Z200 models is a maintenance-free integrated hydrostatic unit, which sounds like a positive until you realize that maintenance-free means non-serviceable, and a non-serviceable transmission that fails means a full replacement, not a repair. But here is the real truth of it. A significant portion of every dollar you spend on a Husqvarna residential zero-turn in 2026 is paying for shelf space at Lowe's, national advertising, and a Swedish brand name, not heavier steel, not a stronger transmission, and not a longer warranty than what the competition is already offering you for less. Ariens is a name that carries real weight in this country. Built in Brillion, Wisconsin since 1933, that is not a story you take lightly. And for decades, when somebody said they owned an Ariens, you knew they had something solid. But something has shifted in how this brand prices its machines against what is sitting right beside them at the same price, And today, we are going to lay that out straight and honest, because you deserve to know what you are actually paying for before you hand over your hard-earned dollars. Here is what Ariens is selling you. The Icon series is their mainstream residential zero-turn lineup. The Icon XD runs a 23-horsepower Kawasaki FR Series V-twin on 42, 52, or 60-inch 11-gauge fabricated decks that are 4 inches deep, with Hydrogear EZT transaxles, 13 cutting positions from 1.5 inches to 4.5 inches, a tubular steel frame, large rear tires, and a high-back padded seat with armrests. Forward speed tops at 7 miles per hour. The Icon XD retails from $3,000 to $3,500, depending on deck size. Step up to the apex, and the picture improves meaningfully. You get a 10-gauge commercial deck 5.5 inches deep, Hydrogear ZT3 100 transmissions, cast-iron cylinder Kawasaki FR engines, a 4-year or 500-hour warranty, and prices from $4,200 to $5,200. Now, here is the honest accounting. The Icon XD, Ariens' best-selling residential machine, runs Hydrogear EZT transaxles. These are sealed, non-serviceable units. When they fail, you are replacing them, not repairing them. Real owners at 100 to 150 hours have reported transmission seal failures and loud whining from these units under regular residential use. The 11-gauge deck at 4 inches deep is adequate for residential cutting, but noticeably behind the 10-gauge 5.5-inch apex deck sitting 1 tier up. Ariens is asking you to pay $3,000 to $3,500 for a machine with a transmission class that competing brands like the Hustler Fast Track and Cub Cadet Z-Force S are either matching or exceeding at similar prices, and some with stronger serviceable units standard. The 3-year residential warranty on the Icon XD is capped at 300 hours. The deck belt has drawn persistent complaints from Icon XD owners about premature wear and repeated replacement, a known frustration that Ariens has not fully addressed across model years. The slope stability of the entry Icon models has also raised real concern among owners, who report wheel spin on modest grades. Ariens does not make a bad machine. The Apex series is genuinely excellent for the money. 10-gauge commercial deck, ZT3 100 transmissions, cast-iron Kawasaki engines, and a 4-year warranty make it one of the best-built residential zero-turns on the market at its price point. But here is the truth of it. The Icon XD is asking a lot for sealed EZT transaxles, a 4-inch deck, and a 300-hour warranty cap. At that same price, the Hustler Fast Track delivers Hydrogear ZT3200 transmissions, a 10-gauge deck, and a 4-year or 750-hour warranty. The Snapper 360Z brings a welded frame and commercial-inspired bones at a lower price. The premium Ariens charges for the Icon name is not being backed up by the transmission or the warranty underneath it. If you are set on Ariens, buy the Apex. Skip the Icon XD entirely. The step up is worth every single dollar. The land does not care about brand loyalty. It cares about what is built beneath you when you work hard. And on that math, the Icon XD does not justify its price tag in 2026. Cub Cadet has one of the most recognizable names in residential outdoor power equipment in America. You walk into Home Depot, you walk into Tractor Supply, and there it is. That clean red and black machine sitting right at eye level with a price tag that feels almost reasonable. And that is exactly where the problem starts. Because when you peel back the marketing language and look at what is actually sitting under that sheet metal at those prices, the numbers tell a story that nobody in the Cub Cadet showroom is going to tell you. Here is what they are selling you. The Ultima ZT1 is their entry residential line. 42, 46, 50, and 54-inch decks. The ZT1 runs a 21.5 to 26 horsepower Kawasaki FR or Kohler 7000 series V-twin engine, an 11 to 13 gauge Aeroforce fabricated steel deck, a 2-inch by 2-inch continuous tubular steel frame with E-coat corrosion defense, and a 3.5-gallon fuel tank. Forward speed tops out at 7 miles per hour. Cutting height adjusts from 1 inch to 4.5 inches across 15 positions. Price runs from $2,799 to $3,500 depending on deck size. Step up to the ZT2 and you get 50 to 60-inch 11-gauge decks, 23 to 24 horsepower Kawasaki power, 7.5 miles per hour top speed, and prices from $3,800 to $5,000. Cub Cadet backs both lines with a 3-year unlimited hour residential warranty and a limited lifetime frame warranty. Now, here is where the honest accounting gets uncomfortable. The ZT1 runs Hydro Gear EZT 2200 transaxles. These are sealed, non-serviceable residential-grade units, the same class of transmission found in machines priced $500 to $1,000 less at competing brands. Real owners are reporting spindle failures, belt issues, and deck buildup problems at low hours, some as early as 200 to 250 hours, and Cub Cadet's customer service response has drawn consistent and serious criticism from verified buyers. Multiple owners have reported being told that failed components fall outside warranty coverage, being directed to pay out of pocket for repairs on machines with very low hours. One verified owner replaced 5 spindles at $125 each and 6 sets of blades inside 250 hours on a ZT2. Another owner reported both hydrostatic transmissions failing within the machine's first 15 minutes of operation. And here is something that should matter to every buyer. Cub Cadet is an MTD Products brand, now owned by Stanley Black & Decker. The machines are not built to the independent standard of a Hustler, a Grevely, or a Ferris. They are built to a retail price point for a big box store floor. Now I will be straight with you. Cub Cadet does not make a universally bad machine. The Aeroforce deck cuts clean and consistent when the spindles hold up. The Kawasaki FR engines on the ZT2 are proven and reliable. The 3-year unlimited hour warranty is genuinely competitive. It is one of the strongest residential coverage terms in its class on paper. But here is the truth of it all. The ZT1 at its price is asking you to pay residential tier money for entry-level sealed transaxles, a documented spindle wear problem, and customer service that real owners are consistently calling out as inadequate. And that is the honest truth about the zero-turn brands living off reputation while delivering less than they charge for, laid out clearly, backed by real-world evidence, and presented without apology. If this video changed how you think about a mower you are ready to buy, or confirmed a frustration you have been carrying for years, drop it in the comments and let the community hear it. Hit that like button before you leave because it costs nothing, and it directly helps this channel keep making honest content in a space that desperately needs more of it. And subscribe if you have not already, because more real-world mower reviews, brand accountability breakdowns, and no-nonsense buying guides are coming next.